You're watching Cheery TV.
That's the freaking wrong one again, man. I got the wrong one again. It goes It's something like that. I don't know. Sue me, alright? Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to Tate Talk Show, where we still don't have music. But we are going to, I swear. This is a very... I need to remind myself not to... I'm not wearing pants. So I gotta be careful here. There is something there. I can put a blanket over me. There we go. Now I feel safe. Now I feel like I can stretch my legs out a little bit. Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to the Tate Night Talk Show, where we talk about whatever the hell I feel like talking about, which once again is about something that I've just done recently. I believe the title is something about... Oh god, I got one of those fun bubbles. Hold on. Alright, I lost it already. That's a shame. Usually those are winners. And we're going to be talking about flea markets, like big market things, just big farmers markets, flea markets, the whole 9 yards. Anything that is anything to do with a community run market where there's a bunch of random shit at a bunch of random prices, all on the down low. No one's getting their nitty gritty in the government. Everyone sells their own shit and everyone has a good time. I want to talk about first, though, the fact that no matter how many times I drink my water, I will never drink it slow enough. And I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I can just... Well, it was there for a second there. I can just chug water. Like it's nothing. And it's fun. Like, obviously it's water, so it basically is nothing. But I see people at work and in my own house that will have a water bottle, like a 16.9 fluid ounce water bottle, the standard, and sip on that for like a couple of hours. And it's like, huh? You don't just drink that in 3 gulps? Like, I don't understand how people... I don't know how people do it. I wish I could, because... my throat is so phlegmy today. But that's okay, because, it's a good time. Everyone loves a good time. So this is... Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Why am I so phlegmy? I don't know. I just have water. Having a great time. Back up my files. Probably should do that at one point. I need to get a new hard drive. Because I feel like I have space, but I never feel like I have enough space. But, the more I delete things, the more I realize I have space. So I don't know why I need a new hard drive, honestly. It just seems like something I should do. Maybe I can find one at a farmer's market, because those things kind of just have everything, don't they? Like, I used to go to them all the time back in Brooklyn. Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know what's going on, everybody. I wish I could have a laugh. There's got to be one laugh in here that works. Hold on. If I find sounds. Where's the laughing? Page 2? Here we go. Come on. Oh, hey! Thanks, guys. Yes, I got the yes, too. Okay, I'm done, though. I don't want to mess around with that. If I can't whole ass it, I don't even want to put my ass on it. That's my trademark saying. And sue me if it's yours. Please actually sue me. I don't want to be doing anything wrong in the world. But yeah, either way. So, yeah, farmers markets, and they got everything. I don't know if you've been to one at all, anyone who's watching, but I've been to quite a few now. And even back in Brooklyn, where there weren't farms, it was like, I guess they were more so like flea markets. Again, as I mentioned before, I'm just referring to anywhere where there's just a big setting where a bunch of random ass people just set up a tent. I guess I'm assuming they got a permit from the place. I don't know. But then they just have a bunch of stuff for sale, and you just pay cash, and then life is good. And back in Brooklyn, there's ants. I hate ants so much. There are 2 ants. 3. What the fuck? Oh dear Lord, they're coming. The ants are coming. From where? Probably the window. Oh, probably the window. Oh, that's not good. Okay. They all just scurried away. Hopefully I got one. Okay. That's going to bug me for all time. Is this a crack in the glass? Is that just like the? I think that's just the line that the glass makes. These are cool glasses, right? Like they're from my dad's from McDonald's. Because I used to. There's an ant on here. Sorry, buddy, you lost the game. Yeah, they're from McDonald's back when they. I think this was from a Happy Meal. Happy Meals used to have cool shit. It's like a proper glass with just Mickey Mouse on it, which is like pretty cool. There's a few different like Mickey Mouses on it, and we've had these forever. So at least since 2000. So they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. But what the hell was I talking about before the ants came in? Brooklyn. Yeah, back in Brooklyn, there used to be like fairs across a bunch of like the different streets at different days where they would just clear off all possible road traffic, and you can just walk down like a dozen blocks of street, and just there would be tents set up with a bunch of stuff. There'd be phone cases and all the other like basic stuff that kind of is just sold everywhere. You know, like bucket hats. And I don't know why people do people like bucket hats. They're the worst hat. I need to do a hat tier list. That's happening this next week. I'm doing a hat tier list. You can't stop me. I doubt anyone gives a shit about the tier lists, but I don't care. I love them, and we're doing hats because I have some serious opinions on hats, and bucket hats suck. Preview. I hate bucket hats. So I don't know why everyone sells bucket hats at every market I've ever been to, but we could go for some better hats. Yeah, they got those. But they also have like a bunch of cool stuff, like cool furniture or like lawn pieces. I regret to this day, there was at a Brooklyn fair, one of the last ones I went to, there was a tent booth setup thing with a bunch of like stone animals, and one of them for only like I think $30 was like a huge like parrot statue that was like super like cool and like realistic and colored and was beautiful, and it was only like $30, and I had like most of it. I was gonna go home and ask my mom for like a few more bucks, but I didn't, and I was like, no, I guess I don't really need it, so I didn't get it, and I regret it because that thing was huge and I loved it and I wish I got it, and I'm sad that I don't. But it's literally just like eBay, but a bunch of places with a bunch of random stuff. There's places that sell like cool old toys. There's places that sell cool like music stuff and like just anything that you can really imagine. There's somewhere in there. There's at least some sort of section for it. I feel like that is the case more with especially with those like Brooklyn ones, and like I'm sure like more like in city like big markets. The one that we went to recently, because there is a few, but we are in more of like a rurally type part of Pennsylvania. So it's mostly like an Amish fair. So it isn't exactly like everything that we used to have back in Brooklyn, but it's still pretty damn fun. Because I mean, there's all the good stuff. You still get a bunch of cool like random knickknacks. We also get really, really good, really, really cheap Amish food. They had like there's so many desserts and sweets and stuff. Hi, Soup. He's sweet. He knows that. He knows he's sweet. So he came to say hi. Hey, Soup. Yeah, I know. I know. What the hell? He's screaming. He's going crazy. Soup's going crazy. Is that you, buddy? You going crazy, huh? Yeah, you going crazy? Yeah, he's going crazy. But yeah, they had like a bunch of cool sweets and stuff. Like pies at the wazoo. Like whoopie pies at the wazoo. Like a whole bunch of different pastries and desserts and stuff. Really cool stuff, and all homemade, all absolutely delicious. I don't really dig the sweets so much, so I didn't have a whole lot of it, but what I did have was absolutely delicious. But one thing that I went to this place for the most, alright, because I've been to this place before. I'm not going to name drop it, because that's kind of, it hits a little too close to home. But I love this place. For a few reasons. One of my coworkers brought me there the first time, and we only were there for like an hour, but I fell in love with it. They have really cheap, really good food. Like I got like a really like freaking like huge pulled pork sandwich for like $5, and the ants are back. They've returned. Lens cap, go. I feel bad, but like, get out of my house. You know, like I would treat any intruder the same way I would treat these ants. I don't care who they are or what their purpose is. If... Okay. I'm not seeing any more. But yeah, they had really cool, like really good pork sandwiches. They had like just cheap hot dogs and stuff. I looked next to the thing where we were getting some food from, like fried Oreos, which by the fucking ow, dude. He missed the blanket he was kneading on and dug right into my pinky. You're not making this easy, buddy. You're not making this easy. He doesn't give a shit. But yeah, I'm trying to think. What was I just saying? I literally don't remember. He stabbed me and like my whole brain went reset. He hit the little pin hole button, like reset button on the Wii remote. I don't know where I was. Where was I? Oh yeah, we were waiting by the food we were getting. It's like fried Oreos, really good. Surprisingly, I'm not telling this in a timeline fashion. I really should. This is just a bunch of scattered remnants of our trip. So let's start it off. Me and my twin sister were waiting for our older sister to arrive so we could all go together because it could be the three of us. Plus, one of their friends, my twin sister invited one of their friends, so we were going to have the four of us hitting the town, having a blast of a time. This would have been our third time, my third time, their second time going to this place. And we had a really good time when we went, and I had a really good time when I went with my coworker. I don't know if you can hear Stinky doing his like big freaking guttural shrieks of attention in the other room. They're loud. They might be picking up right now. I have no idea. But yeah, it was gonna be the four of us having a lovely little time in a nice farmer's market, and this also sparks a debate with my sister over what's better, the market or the fair. I am a market person. I feel like I am a market guy. A fair is cool. A market is just so much nicer. I feel like though I can be in a fair mood, but I feel like markets are just the best. And this all stems from me being an idiot. And there's that song like, we're going to the market, we're going to the fair. But imagine just looping that same two bits for the entire song and saying that for like 20 minutes while you're at a Walmart. I'm an idiot. All right, I'm an idiot. Let me be an idiot and let me go to the market. Let me even possibly go to the fair. But yeah, so markets are cool. We're going to a market. It's gonna be great. We're not going to a fair. Definitely not going to a circus. Ain't no circus nonsense happening around here. So we get there and we start at food because we're like, hey, we didn't eat. It's like noon. Actually, no, it's past noon. It's like 3 to 4 o'clock. I think we got to like it closes. We were only 5 o'clock because we were only there for like 3 hours because they closed at 8. So we had to be really careful. We had to like actually do shit. So we got there. We're like, let's just get some food. And also it was kind of badish weather, so not a whole lot was open. Like it rained earlier in the day. So it was fine when we went there, but most of the stuff that is normally open was closed, so kind of sucked. But it was still a fun time. We went there and we got some food, and that was the first time I had fried Oreos because my sister was talking about it because they got it when they went to Brooklyn a little bit ago. That's when I was dog sitting, when I talked about dog sitting. You guys remember that? Remember? There's no flashbacks. There's no editing in this household. So, yeah, so they were like, hey, yeah, we had fried Oreos, and I was like, I never had those, and I was like, huh? And then they wanted me to have one, and I had one. It was pretty damn good. We got 2 sets of them, 2 orders of them, and each one came with like 5 fried Oreos for like $3 or something. It was really cheap, and they were really good. They were delicious. I apparently grabbed from the not cooked it right, like the less cooked side, because my twin sister, sorry, Aunt, you understand how it is, burnt the shit out of their mouth. And I think their mouth is still kind of like burnt and messed up from the Oreo, from the other tray, because they basically grabbed it right when it was served and took a bite and melted the top of their mouth, like I do on Hot Pockets. So I get the pain, and I'm sorry it happened, but losers be losing. But it was really good. I had a couple. They were pretty nice. They're very, very sweet. We had a lot of sweet things, and that was the start of the sweet. Because then I also got a whoopie pie. It was like $1 for this big whoopie pie. It was fucking massive. It was really good. And in the same booth, there was a meal deal. It was like you can get two, like a chicken breast, a chicken thigh, some like macaroni salad, a bag of chips, a whoopie pie, and a large drink. Like they had like big bottles of water and soda and stuff for $10. For 10 smackaroos. This thing's gonna be covered in ants by the time. This is my lens cap for the webcam. Where are they? I need to kill ants. I need to destroy them. I need to destroy all the ants. Now I have a goal and a mission in my mind. I need to clean up anyway. I don't know if you can see the balls of hair. You guys want to see balls? This is disgusting. Hold on, I need to pause because I'm gonna get up and I'm not wearing pants. This is actually kind of gross, so you might want to actually turn away if you're not into this sort of stuff. Well, no one's into this, but I think it's funny. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll like after like a couple, if I don't like vacuum like at least every like few days, it kind of builds up a lot of hair from both cats and myself, and so I think it's probably been like 2, maybe 3 weeks since I've vacuumed. It's not like there's a whole lot on the ground except for hair. But what's really fun is sticking my hand in it and like wow, like I'm petting the carpet, and then as I do that, it builds up. This is really gross. Don't look if you're not gonna have a fun time. A ball of hair. It just creates a giant ball of hair and dust and stuff, and it's really fun. It's in the trash can now. You guys can look away. Yeah, you can come back. Don't look away. Come back now. So, yeah, that's fun. That's what I do for fun around here. There's still a lot more. Still got a lot more. I got a vacuum. I got a lot to do. I have a very busy day ahead of me. I'm gonna watch some movies. So you guys are gonna get the movie review next week. We're gonna be talking about the Minecraft movie and the Final Destination movie, the new one that's coming out. We're gonna go see it. Probably, hopefully. We didn't get tickets yet. We're just gonna get them there and hope that they're still available. We are very we'll go with the flow type people, but sometimes the flow says fuck you, and then what do we do? We just figure it out from there, I guess. So, but yeah, cool meal deal. I didn't actually get it because I wasn't that hungry, so I just had a whoopie pie, some Oreos, and I was saving my appetite for the secret winning item, the winner ticket item for me, because there's one thing that I love from this place, having been there a couple times. The first time I ever went there, my coworker hyped up something called monkey bread, and I've never had monkey bread. I didn't know what it was, and eventually we find there's like a building with a long strip of like food things, and one of these things was a bakery, and one of the bakeries had like whole plastic containers, like just like a whole row of them, of this thing called monkey bread. And what it is, if for those of you who don't know monkey bread, it is basically just a bunch of little dough like pieces. Like, I wouldn't say it's like bread, because then it's like sweet bread, I guess, and then it's like covered in like a cinnamony, like imagine like what you would cover like a cinnamon bun in. That sort of icing, not like the icing part, but like the cinnamon coating or whatever, and then that's it. You put it in the microwave because it's not microwaved. I'm sure it's really good fresh, but like it sits there for a bit. So then you microwave it, and it's soft and it's gooey and it's like and I don't know if it's cinnamony, but it's so fucking delicious. It is some of the best sweet things. I have eaten so much of it, and I've only ever had it 3 times, but I pigged out on monkey bread so many times. My eyes are starting to blur out. Allergies be a bitch. Well, I don't think it's allergies. I think I'm just itchy. I think it's itchy. But yeah, monkey bread be delicious. It's fantastic. So yeah, monkey bread is amazing, and everyone should eat it. However, I haven't had it yet on that particular day because I was waiting to get it because it wasn't the first place we went to. So, but that was my main goal. You know, I took out some money. I took out $100 because you never know what you're gonna find, never know what you're gonna do, you never know what you're gonna get. And I said, hey, why not just get some money? And if I spend it all on monkey bread, I spend it all on monkey bread. It's like $7 for a tray. That's like imagine like the size of a vinyl record. It's like that big of a tray of monkey bread. It's amazing. Soup. Hi. Guess who it is? Wow. 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 He's so upset that I didn't look at him. Hi, buddy. Hi. He's so sweet. He's such a cutie. That's a little man. Yes, very sweet little man. So yeah, I wanted to get monkey bread, and I was willing to do anything to what it took to get it. So, we ate our food. We sat down to eat it because we got so many little. Because my sister also got a funnel cake thing, and there was just so many things that were so much easier to eat if you just sat down to eat it that we decided to sit down and eat before we even got. So we get there, we order food immediately, and sit down knowing that we're on a time limit. It's the best way to start. And there's not a whole lot of high octane jumps, I guess is how I'll put this. There's not a lot of big things that happened. It's kind of just like a bunch of little things, but all those little things were very, very fun. We went to a bunch of little... the ants. Speak a little. Went to a bunch of little booths. Most of the little booths that we wanted to go to, like the very like Brooklyn-y sort of just random little tents and booths and stuff, were not there because of the rain. So it was mostly like the bigger building setups that were actually still put together, which were fine. They were cool. We looked around some like the pastries and stuff. You know, we got some more. Like, ultimately, I think we spent most of our money on food, which makes sense. At least they did. I actually, totally in the end of the day, spoiler alert, soup. Jesus Christ, bud, sit down. Let me put my legs up. I only spent like $50 of the 100 that I got that day, and I feel pretty good about it. And I got food because eventually we did stop and get some food. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Where was I? So we got our food. We finally finished it. We started walking around. There are a couple of places, a couple of outside things that were still open. We were just looking around. There was a bunch of... the thing that ekes me about these sort of places is that the person there on the booth... There's two ways they could go about the approach of being a booth master. And one of them I respect, and one of them it makes me eked out and I don't want to shop there. If you are the type of booth master that just sits aside, lets the guy or girl, whoever, it doesn't matter, do their shopping, looking around, maybe they're not even buying anything, they're just going in there to see what's going on, and you don't say a word to them until they say, hey, how much, or hey, I want to buy that, or like, here's money. Good stuff. If you're the type to strike up a conversation or like stare at them and do this to them, give them like a Swedish greeting on the way over. Hi, buddy. Yes, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. You're an asshole, and I hate you. You're terrible. Like there was a booth with like cool like Lego sets, and I thought I saw one that was like an old one of. I'm doing you guys a huge solid. You guys owe me big time here. There we go. Hey, little baby boy. Little baby boy. Little baby boy. Little baby boy. Hi, little baby boy. He's so sweet. But yeah, like, I was like, oh, there's like cool stuff. And they had like Legos and they had, like Pokemon cards and stuff. Just a bunch of like stuff that I like. And I was looking around and then I was like, I'm having a good time until the guy came up and was like, oh, what are you looking at? What are you interested in? And I was immediately shut off because if I was interested in something, I'd tell you. I'm not the type of guy who goes to... I can be if you do it the right way, but I'm typically not the type of guy who goes to your booth and then wants to talk to you while I shop. That's not me. I hate to break it to you. Hate to bust their balls. Hi, buddy. You're so sweet. You're such a sweetheart. You know that, right? You're very sweet. You didn't get to go with us. You don't go outside. he would die if he went outside. I don't think he'd last a day. I gotta be honest. He's not a very nature heavy guy. Look at this. Look at this idiot. See this? Look at him. Look at him. Just wants pets. He's weird. But yeah, it was really it blew the moment. But there were other places to go. So we went to other shops, other spots. And we found some cool stuff. You know, nothing too special. For the majority of the trip, and in fact, I think I was the only one who bought something that wasn't food related. For the most part, anyway, from what I can remember. We were just getting some food, mostly sweet things. We saw like these like pies, like these like it's like a calzone but a pie. My sisters got one each. They said they were good. I didn't try it, but I'm sure it was good. There's popcorn, a big popcorn fiasco as well, because there was a place that had like probably like 20 different types of popcorn, and my twin sister got like 5 different flavors and hated all of them because one of them, they didn't realize the cheddar one had like sugar in it as an ingredient, so it was very sweet. One of them was a kettle corn, but it didn't say it was kettle corn. The salt and vinegar, which I did try, tasted like old cardboard that like maybe had asbestos in it, but maybe didn't. It was very strange, very weird. I was like tempted to eat more, but I stopped myself after like 2. It was a lot of weird flavors, which is the point. They were like funky popcorns, but they were too weird. They were way too weird. I'll say that much. They were not like a good weird in the slightest. Oh, hey, look at this. Tip. It's payday. Yay, payday. We love payday. Let's go. Smell you later, Thursday. I have an eraser. Some just works the same. So yeah. Popcorn was a bit of a scam. I'll say that much. Luckily they weren't too expensive, but they got like 5 of them, so they all kind of totaled it up pretty quick. They were really hooked on the idea of popcorn. They were hooked on the idea. They were not hooked on the execution. Really sad. Really unfortunate. What are you gonna do? At one point, I don't remember when, we went to the bathroom. After a few stores. We went to the bathroom. We went to the bathroom after we went into a building that we weren't sure we could actually go into, but then when we went into it, it was basically just like a department store. It was like we walked into a really shitty Marshall's. So we didn't like that store very well. It had a bunch of, it was like set up like a proper store in a flea market. Like, I don't understand. They weren't selling to the right crowd, let me tell you that much. So I didn't like that. So we went to the bathroom after that. Because we kind of just accidentally stumbled around there. Well, yeah, we could use the bathroom. And so I go to use the bathroom. I'm the only guy. So I'm the only one in our group that gets to experience the men's bathroom at this place. Because let me tell you, it is an experience. I'd not gone before. And let me tell you, I never want to go back. The bathroom itself, very clean, very well kept. You can see I'm not wearing pants. I wasn't a liar. Very clean, very well kept. However, the door it's very heavy door, and it opens like a push-in door. So fire hazard, first of all. Bad choice for the door. There, gotta be honest. But yeah, so the door was weird, and you got inside, and immediately is the sinks and the stuff, and you can see the bathrooms, but right in front of the door is a guy in a chair with a laptop and a boombox next to the paper towels, and he's like DJing the bathroom. And I don't get why. I didn't understand why, but he was. And I thought maybe he was like a fancy like chauffeur, like a butler, one of those people that like gives you a mint after the bathroom you see in like the movies, because people were like tipping this guy. on their way out of the bathroom. Like, what the fuck? I didn't know using the bathroom was a tipped profession in this building, but okay, I guess I need to be prepared for that. Look, I had a couple dollars, so I was gonna give him some money after I was done pissing, I guess. But I take my piss, I go to wash my hands, and then I go to do the paper towels. He's there. He rips one off for me and hands it to me. And so I'm like, okay, well, this isn't enough because you didn't rip me off two. No matter how big the first one is, it's never big enough. You need to have two. But I'm like, fuck it. He was nice. And before I could even insinuate that I was going to give this man money, he says, hold on, I got something I think you'll like. Me. Like 5 other people have exited and entered this bathroom because apparently everyone can just piss like that. And some of them don't even wash their hands, so it's kind of gross. But they're entering, they're exiting, and they're still entering and exiting as I'm standing here in the front of... I'm about to leave. I'm next to the door, and this is a push-in door. So while I'm waiting for this person to come back, because there's apparently a hidden closet that he has the key for in the bathroom. Apparently he got the permits for the bathroom. I'm being hit in the back of the head and the back of the legs with a door like 2 or 3 times. People are trying to get to use the bathroom while I'm just standing here waiting for DJ Mr. Man to come bring me a present in the bathroom. And I thought at one point I should just leave and ghost this man. But he comes back with an empty blue, like, I think it was blue, like, like a plastic bag almost. And he sits down, pops open his laptop, and inside is the Mortal Kombat movie soundtrack. And he puts that in a sleeve and says, "This is for you. You enjoy. This looks like something you'd enjoy." I don't know what about me said I'd enjoy that. I was wearing like a carny hat and a banana shirt. I don't know what screams Mortal Kombat there. I don't know where I put it, and I wish I did, because I want to show you guys, but I really don't remember. I have no idea where it would have gone. Yeah, I literally can't even think of it. If I find it, though, I will absolutely show you guys. Because I know I didn't throw it away, but someone else in my house might have, because it's like, who the fuck wanted this? I didn't. So, I gave him a couple bucks, and I left the bathroom. He insisted on not giving him anything, but I was like, you gave me a random ass CD. I don't even know if it works. Take the money, and I need to leave. I want to get out of here and do the fair, do the market. So that was fun. That was interesting. Apparently, the woman's bathroom was a normal ass bathroom, so the men's bathroom has got some tricky stuff up its sleeve over in this domain. Well, I go to a few more places, you know, and it's all like here or there. I got a couple things. Ultimately, there was a place that had a bunch of like those old, like McDonald's, like similar to those, like the one there, but it's more like a tall glass with like a bunch of weird, like they had all the different characters on it. And I originally went to a different store, completely in a different place, that had a Grimace one that I thought looked really stupid and really funny. It was only $5. I go to this place, it has the same cup for $5, and I buy it because my mom broke the other one. I was devastated when they broke it, but they broke it, and now I have it back. It all is good. I'm really happy about it. There's some other cool things over there. A lot of like weird like Coca-Cola like merch, which just including unopened bottles of Coca-Cola. Like you could see the drink was in it and you can like wobble it around. It was liquid. That's poison by now, right? That's gotta be poison. I don't think anyone should. I think they should turn that into the government or something. I don't think it's safe to eat that. But you know, there were some like other places that were cool. There was I forgot that. I got that. You see that? That green thing? I'd get up, but my pants are off. So yeah, not happening. But it's like a little ocarina. It's a really shittily 3D printed like bird ocarina, and I already have one that's way cooler. But we were at that booth for a while. My sister did buy a fluffy shirt because they were cold, because they thought they could wear shorts and a tank top basically to to the fair, the market, and it just rained and it was breezy out. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking at all. So that was cool. Got them the shirt, and then the same place had a bunch of like 3D printed crap, which all looked very cute. Don't get me wrong. It was cool stuff. It was cute stuff. We've seen it in like 5 different places, and every single one insisted that there was their original design. They had a passion for this stuff. They've been working hard on these models. Everyone had the same freaking ones. They had like the lanky dragons and the little like freaking like eggs that popped open and shit. The weirdest stuff, but cool stuff. They had like octopi with like the jangly legs, which I almost bought. But I settled on that because some guy played one, and I was like, "Fuck it, instruments are cool." Now I got a 3D printed one, so yeah, I can't contain myself. I think as of uploading this, I full sent on Amazon buying an electric kazoo, so that's cool, right? It's just a kazoo with a pickup cable. You like connect it to like the blow like the part of the kazoo that like makes all the vibrations, and it plug it into an amp, and you play a kazoo on an amp. I'm gonna piss off my family with this thing. It just seems funny and stupid, and I don't know where my golden one went. So if I ever want to do another silly like haha like kazoo like thing, can't really do that without a kazoo. And it looks nice. It's a cool looking kazoo. It looks good quality. Nothing but good reviews, high praise for it. So I'm looking forward to this kazoo. But yeah, got some cool stuff. And then the best thing I got was right at the end. We were about to leave. We were just going through our last runs of like the stuff outside. And I saw a place with like some records and stuff. And they also had some big posters. And they had 2 Beatles posters. They had one that was like a long shot of the Abbey Road thing, which is like, it was really nice, but there was one that I thought was cooler that you might actually be able to see right now. It's kind of poking past the Nemesis thing. I'm not going to take it off the wall because I'd have to get up and my pants are off. But I can lean the camera up a bit more. Look at that. Isn't that fucking cool? It's like a 2 foot by 3 foot poster for the Yellow Submarine movie, which is a movie. It's not just a song. It's a movie. It's a fully animated Beatles movie. The Beatles don't actually really do their voice in the movie, but it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Really nicely animated. It's beautiful. It's a trip and a half of a movie. So I recommend it entirely. It's fun. It's a fun movie. It's got some good songs in it. But yeah, it's just a really freaking cool poster. So I got it for like $20. And that was where I spent most of my money. The rest of it was just on that and monkey bread. I almost forgot. We finally made it into that building towards the end of the thing. And I rushed to find the monkey bread place. And thank goodness I did, because when I first got there, I didn't see any monkey bread. And I was devastated. Me and my sister ran to this place, basically. No monkey bread. I was defeated as I was walking. There's gotta be monkey bread somewhere on this booth. I know it's this place. And lo and freaking behold, on the other end of the aisle, but on the other end of the like the shelf, the register, maybe the counter was one large monkey bread left. So I, for $7, snagged the last monkey bread, and when we got home, we feasted on that. It was my both my sisters, both my sisters, well, my older sister's first time having monkey bread, and we basically ate the entire thing. I ate like 66% of it. They had the other third, and my twin sister had like a piece, but their mouth was on fire from the the Oreo, so they didn't really have as much, but it was still good. They had a couple pieces. But I ate most, if not all of it. Which is like, yeah, I bought it, so I don't care. That was all same day. I destroyed that thing. I annihilated that shit in my mouth. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I'd do it every day if I could. I'd die at 22. I would be dead in like a month if I had to. If I could eat monkey bread every single day. It's so good. And I don't even like sweet that much, but they're awesome. One Way Mirror by Shadow Academy is now available. All right, everybody. But listen, this was really fun. Yeah, no, I'm ending it here. So yeah, that was this experience. I've had other ones before, but they're all about the same. Had some cool stuff. Other cool stuff I got the last time I went to this fair thing. I got like a drum kit, not like a big one, but like one like a virtual, not like a virtual though. It's like a drum machine sort of thing. So like it's a pad that you slap the pads at the drumsticks and it makes the drum sounds. A bunch of different like modules and stuff. It's really cool. It's really nice. I have it in my closet with my music stuff. It's really cool. It's really awesome. It was only like $50, I think. So again, not bad at all for what it is. It's really high quality stuff. And really cool. So I didn't care either because I just wanted it and I figured I'd buy it. Because at the same trip, someone bought like one of those anime statues for like $70. So I'm like, you know what? If they can buy that and no harm, no shame for it. But I'm in my mind, I'm like, if they're gonna buy that, I can at least buy this thing that I also want, and it's cheaper. So I'm like, I could feel a little better about myself. So win-win for me, win-win for everybody. So good time to be had at the market, not the fair or the circus. Bam, bam, you lose. I win because I went to the market, and it was fun. And so I always implore you to go check them out because there's 90% of it is garbage and shit and disgusting, terrible stuff, but 10% of it is good food and some nice finds. So honestly, it's worth it for the 10%. And also, going with a friend or a family member or anybody you just enjoy hanging out with, it's a great way to spend a few hours. Just going around, doing stupid stuff. Sometimes, if you go to the right one, possibly even a fair, there's rides, really crappy rides, crappy games. One time, a guy whipped up his shirt and was like, haha, boobies at me and my friend. And that got us to spend like $100 at a game where you just throw darts at balloons. And then I got a giant reggae banana because turns out I'm amazing at darts. Until the last one where I missed, but then my friend got it. And then we got the big banana, which is probably like $8 if you were to just buy one. So, but I got a cool reggae banana in my closet. So, who is the real winner here? My friend gave me the banana. He didn't fucking want it. I just wanted it. Did I pull that up too far? No, you can't see it. Great. Why did I pull it up again? Either way, everybody, I'm going to listen to this song. One Way Mirror by Shadow Academy is out. Go listen to it. I'm sure it's good. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm sure it's amazing. And their new album's coming out soon, and they're doing like I'm just excited. I'm excited. The Super Guitar Bros album hasn't come yet, but I ordered it, and I've listened to it like 90 times at this point. It's really good. Go listen to that. Dan Avedon just got a really great singing voice, and I love his stuff, all of it, to death. And as you can tell, it's great. So go listen to it if you haven't. I'm sure you'll like it. Shadow Academy is just really like if you want like more serious music, but like his voice, Shadow Academy is amazing. It's such a good it's like a freaking hard rock album, and it's awesome. It kicks serious ass. I have a poster for it, but I think I put it in my closet, so I just had a poster for my music stuff. That's gonna be it for today, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic one, and I'll see you next time when we do something else. Bye now, everybody.